Hello, everyone. This is Terry Short of Terry Short Insurance Agency and Clear Diamond Realty. I'm here. This is our first time actually trying to go live, and this is my nephew. This is my coworker, Sir Alan. What we're going to try to do is make a video quick when we hopefully this thing turns out okay. We're not sure exactly how this works just yet. We're still kind of working the bugs out. But we want to start actually bringing people in and having guests come up and kind of talk about their expertise. Today, the subject is going to be deductibles. I think Sir Alan is going to present an example of a deductible because this is a young man that you'll be speaking with when you call the office. Whenever you call up here to Integra Insurance Services, he's the guy that normally answers the phone. Sir Alan, you want to introduce yourself?
You just did. Well, everyone, I'm Sir Alan. I definitely will be the one answering the phone. I'm typically always here. So, yeah, you'll definitely be speaking with me. I'll be handling a lot of the policies and working out a lot for you guys.
So he does a lot of the day-to-day stuff. Whenever you call up, he does a lot of the quoting, and we kind of tag team on some things to make sure that everything comes out right. We do a lot of research, especially on the homeowner policy. Today, we're going to mainly discuss the deductibles from the auto policy. But we definitely do all of the research. We tag team on those things just to make sure that we can be as accurate as possible. So when we actually going through the some of our notes from like the MLS or DCS and a lot of different things that we use to form out a lot of our information just to make sure you guys get the best deal possible. So when we are going through, how many companies we have right now?
We have five total.
Okay, so we're doing 5 on the property and casualty side. We have about 30 something from AMG.
Yes, like 30 so for life insurance.
So for life insurance, we have quite a bit more. But right now, we actually have about 4 more that we're trying to come on board for the auto policies. Anything dealing with the property and casualty, we're going to try to keep those lines of business growing also. So as we get more, we're just going to keep everything going. We have, since we switched over to independent agency, we're kind of still in the beginning stages of it, but we're still growing. We're going to keep that in the works day by day. So as we talk to our partners, our agency partners up in the main Huntington, Texas area, we get those guys to just keep the appointments coming. So we're going to keep working on that. So you want to add anything else, Sarah?
No.
See what you want. Tell them how great you are at doing this insurance thing. How far you've come along in this short period of time.
Well, I've come a long way. I've learned a lot. It's been almost a year since I have joined and done this insurance
endeavor.
Endeavor.
Yeah, there you go.
It's been quite interesting. I've learned a lot about myself and people. Definitely people. But yeah, I'm looking to learn a little bit more and getting a lot of stuff going. So
yeah, so that's the main thing that we're trying to do also, is just grow. We want to create a family environment. Just like I said, we kind of pared down to just myself and my nephew. So that's why we all say we're just a family-owned business, but we're still looking to expand. We're going to try to bring in some other agents as time goes along. We're just trying to make sure that we're fully prepared. Right now, we certainly have capacity to add quite a few more people here. We have a lot of space, especially for 2 people. So we want to definitely bring on some more people and keep this thing growing. But meanwhile, let's go over this pretty quick on the deductible. Kind of, Charlie, you want to talk about an example? I know I had him to write out an example that he can kind of go over to discuss about how much money you would save and what's the reason. Why would you think it would be a good idea to carry a higher deductible versus a lower deductible?
Well, a high deductible will basically lower your premium, which could potentially lower the monthly payments that you pay. So in the example that I drafted up, they had a 6-month policy for a $500 deductible, which was at $245, and the collision was $728. So if they were to take the deductible and increase by $500, it actually would then make it the comp $186, and the collision $568. So overall, it would be $219 saving of that 6 months, which if you times that times 2, that's about
38 or so.
Like 430, $440 as far as in a year. So if you end up driving safe for about 2 years or so, you've already surpassed the deductible mark and basically paying how much is that? Like $438?
Yeah. So in a year, you would actually save $438. So if your deductible is only $500 difference, in 1 year, you have almost saved the amount of the difference in the deductible since it's only $500. So if you actually went 2 years without having an accident, you're saving $876. So whenever we try to do what's best for our clients, we're not necessarily trying to create an environment where we take all of the premium. Of course, if someone comes in and say they want a lower deductible, we can just agree with it and go along with it because we actually make more money. It brings more money into the agency, but we want to do what's best for our clients up front. And by just a $500 difference in deductible, I mean, just from that example that Sir Alan just given us, that's almost $1,000 in 2 years. So why worry about $500 difference? And besides that, how would the deductible be paid out anyway, Sir Alan?
The deductible is paid out of, so you don't technically pay the deductible. So as far as if you end up having a accident, incurring a loss, if you were to get $5,000 and your deductible was whatever your deductible is, so if it's $1,000, instead of getting $5,000, you get $4,000. So you get basically what your deductible is, whatever the amount that they're going to pay you minus what your deductible is, and then you have to make do with what they give you.
Right. So in other words, the deductible is not necessarily, it's coming out of your pocket, but you're not paying it up front. So you can save that amount of that $1,000 if you just if you're a safe driver. Especially, we're thinking that some research we've done. I mean, it was like more than 10 years between accidents. Most people, some people, of course, are accident prone. You would say they have accidents a lot, but for the average person, it probably takes more than 10 years between accidents. They don't necessarily have an accident every year. So in that amount of time, you can save hundreds and thousands of dollars just by carrying a higher deductible. And that's the way we look at it. That's what we want to do. We want to do what's best for you. And in translation, you can take that same $800. We didn't take this money and translate because we're only going to talk about deductibles, but you have to think about how much money you save. And if you want a different policy, like you're saying right now, we're talking around tax season, and especially with some of the younger guys like Sir Alan's age or whatever, and they can probably get $500,000 worth of insurance for the amount that they saved on their deductible right there. So that's a great way to look at it. What we want to do is take care of your family. So anything you want to add?
No, I think that was a great point. You said quite a bit.
All right. So he knows I don't mind talking. He's still kind of getting the hang of it. We don't mind. But what we want to do is start creating these videos from time to time just to show our friends and family. And what we're doing, we're going live on YouTube. However, no one really knows anything about our YouTube channel as of yet. But if you look us up, if you just go to Terry Short, that's what you found it on, right?
Yeah.
It's Terry Short. And on YouTube, then you can subscribe to that channel, and that would help us grow our base. So that way we can get these videos out to more people. So what we want to do, we want to create some videos dealing with contracts and the business side of things, but we also want to create some videos on the more private side of things. Like we may want to do some stuff on what we're going to do next. I'm not sure. Probably something about consciousness or something like that. So we want to do some videos that's going to be on the private side. We're going to do some that's on the business side. So we want to create a well-rounded environment. And we also may want to try to throw in a few deals about Black History Month, since it is February and it's Black History Month. Maybe we'll look up some things and talk about some people that created some unique things along the way in those years. So I guess we're getting closer to 10 minutes. We don't need to tarry too long on this. It's our first time trying. So if it doesn't look quite right, we still getting it together. And hopefully as time go on, we're going to get better and better at this, and we can create some longer classes and do some things. And if you have any questions, you will be able to call us, and hopefully we can just create, but you can just go on chat right away and start chatting, and we can answer some questions as we're on the air. So, and that's the intention for us. Charlotte, you have anything in conclusion you want to say?
Not at the moment, no.
I said, well, he won't be as shy, I'm sure, the next time or next few times we get this going, because he talks a lot around here, but on camera he's kind of shy. So, well, I'm not. So please call in, talk to us, give Sal some work today. Our telephone number here in the office is 210-858-5008. That's 210-858-5008. Or you can email me at tshort@satx.rr.com or Terry at terryshortintegra. You can get Sir Allen at what? What's your email?
Allen, ALLEN at terryshortintegra.com.
Roger that. All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to try to share this over to Facebook as well. And then when you guys get it, please subscribe, like, and share these videos. And that will help us out tremendously. So we really appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, like always, please don't hesitate to call. Thanks. Yeah.